Hey guys, this is MortalKombat11299, and I'm going to do a review on Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 for GameCube, so let's get started. Again, sorry, the top of the screen's going to be a little blurry. There's nothing I can do about it. Gotta find a different way of recording. I might get a capture card. This game's created by ZI Games. No copyright intended. Scoot this camera back some. Okay, that seemed to help a little bit. And you're greeted by a pretty amazing intro. There's no story to this game, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and just let you watch this. On second thought, just screw it. You guys can look it up on YouTube where it actually looks like somewhat decent. Hopefully next video I'll be able to use a capture card. But speaking of which, I'm gonna turn this down real quick and I'll get straight to the review. All right. So here we are on the title screen. You have Hot Pursuit, Championship, Hot Pursuit and Championship. They're just story modes basically. There's not really a story though. You have Single Challenge, which you can do, which is basically do whatever you want. You can choose what mode you want. You have more variety, but you don't get as many points as Championship and Hot Pursuit do. You have options, which, well, yeah. Then you have Quick Race, which gives you a random car and you just go. So I'm not gonna show you Championship or Hot Pursuit because you really don't get anything extra from it. First thing I'm gonna show you is a single race. You can have the cops on or off. Number of opponents, full grid or run, or just one. Your opponents, they can be random, or they can be the same car as you pick. You have beginner, intermediate, and advanced difficulty settings, and you get traffic on or off, which are just bystanders. So I'm going to show you a quick race on beginner, just because I don't feel like losing on camera. So, just, you have a whole bunch of tracks to choose from. I'm not really going to show you any. Alright, so you set your laps. And you have all your cars. You know, you have McLarens, and I'll show. Alright, so here's cars. You have Need for Speed editions, which are just have a faster acceleration than the standard version of the vehicles have. Some vehicles you can change the color of them, but some of them you can't. So that's all there really is. I mean, it's not really special. I'm going to use a Lamborghini Murcielago. You have a transmission type choice of automatic or manual. Controls are pretty basic too. Alright, so here we go. Here's a race. Everybody has, pretty much everybody has a different car than I have. Excuse the cough. I have a little bit of a cough right now. So you can see here, it's a pretty basic game. You know, you have some pretty good music in the background. Some music's by Hot Action Cop, Uncle Cracker, and you know, a couple, some pretty good one, other good ones too. And you can do anything here. The cops haven't come in yet. You'll know when though. You'll hear. I don't know if you can hear them because the volume's turned down, but I'll tell you when they come in. Hopefully I didn't accidentally turn them off. I think I may accidentally turn. Did I? I think I accidentally turned the cops off, so I'm going to turn them on real quick, and we'll get back to this review just in a second. Thank you. Well, after looking to the options, I found out the cops weren't on. The cops were on the whole time. I just needed to. I didn't turn it up enough, so I couldn't hear the sirens. But I turned up the TV a little bit more now. So let's get this race started with finally. And the song we listen to is by Bush. People that we, I don't know. It's called "People That We Love" instrumental. So. It's really tricky to read what who these songs are by. I believe it's by Bush. That's his name. Yep, Bush. So you may not be able to see this gameplay very well because the way my TV, type of TV I'm using and the way the camera's angled. But in case you can't tell, the graphics are pretty good. They're not bad looking. You might want to look it up on YouTube though. I believe they're the same way for the PS3 and Xbox 360. I'm pretty sure they're pretty much the same thing, except for maybe different controls. Stupid cough. No cop. As you can see there's a cop right there. He has a Lamborghini. I just, made him crash. I'm going to do this whole race for you real quick. You can actually drift just by hitting the brakes. And, you can just hit the brakes in a turn and you drift on dirt and sometimes even on road depending on what type of car you have. Lamborghinis, they usually do in this game at least, they usually do the best in drifting and turning because they're four-wheel drive. This game has some pretty good mechanics, I believe how you say it. Like the Lamborghinis, they're the only ones that have the four-wheel drive on them. They have you can tell because when they leave the skid marks, all four of them are there. They handle differently, so they got pretty much everything right. Some cars, they are light as a feather, like the Porsche Carrera GT. And the Lamborghini Murcielago, like I'm using right now, is like heavy as heavy as a brick. So, and I didn't see a traffic person just drove by me, and I have to beat the race. Yeah, you get a little weird voice that tells you won the race. And it says I'm saving for my memory card. And, yeah, pretty basic. So, next thing I'm going to show you is the free ones. You see the same thing. Tournaments where you just race a whole bunch of races. Lab knockout is where you just if you finish last in the lap, you're knocked out. So the more laps you have, the more racers you have. Then I'm going to show you Be the Cop. You don't have as many options. You have a number of players like you did in the last one. I don't know if I showed that. You have traffic on or off, and you have the time limit. I'm only going to do a 3-minute one because I don't want to take up the whole game, the whole video of me just being a cop. What the heck? I'll do it for 5. You don't get all the cars that you got in a Hot Pursuit in this regular mode. There's only Pursuit editions in each car. So I'm going to choose Porsche 911 Turbo Pursuit Edition. And I don't know if I told you this, but you just press the Y button. You get a showcase, which tells you all the specs about it, and the top speed, acceleration, and all that good stuff when you hit the Y button on either mode. Single race or Be the Cop. Or in story modes, one of the story modes. The engine's kind of quiet because it's set like that. You can set it where the engine's louder, where there's no music at all, where there's no engine. Now in this mode, you just hit the down button to start the pursuit. And he has a life bar, so if you hit him a lot, you just bam. You can use the weapons like the cops do in the regular racing mode. I don't know if I told you that, the cops have weapons. They can call helicopters spike strips. And yep, he just ran into me, so I busted him. And so you see, I just wait for another person to come by, and this can actually be pretty fun. One time in 7 minutes, I got 11 tickets. I believe that's my record. 11 or maybe 13. Yeah, 13. 13's my record. Or for 7 minutes, I gave out 13 or 14 tickets. That's my record, as far as I know, at least. I could probably do better if I really wanted to, but who the heck cares? Down in the corner, in case you can't see the little gauge. The gauge is my RPMs, and that thing, and the number in the center of it is your gear you're on. Then if underneath all that, there is that's your actual speed. You can either set it to kilometers or miles per hour. I'm American, so we set it to miles an hour, of course. Miles per hour. So that's all I gotta show you. This game's awesome. This is probably one of the best GameCube games you can get, at least in this type of game style. But I highly recommend it for anybody. PS2, Xbox 360, GameCube, whatever you have. Well, see you next time. I'm going to review another Need for Speed game next. See ya.